Okay, hey, welcome back to my channel. Some light ASMR for you. If you're new here, my name is Aphrodite, and this is Aphrodite's house. I'm Aphrodite, the visionary. Um, I'm not this dressed up and crazy for my videos. I'm working on a whole segment for my Instagram right now, dressing. Let me just shit dressing like your chart ruler, or dressing like your Venus sign. For me, my chart ruler happens to be Saturn, and my Venus is in Aquarius, which happens to be in 12th house, which is also in Saturn for me. So what it just works for me. My two chart rulers happen to be Saturn and Mars. They're tied. So if you know anything about Saturnian women, we age like fine wine, backwards pretty much. And yeah, so the healthier I get, the older I get, the more wise I get and learn more about myself. Black is the uniform. You know that though. So that's why I'm a bit more dressed up than usual, just kind of going off of that. And then the Mars, obviously, that's more uniform, which is funny because Saturn is all about patterns, hard work, work ethic, and routine, being diligent with times and things of that nature. And then Mars, which is more like militant. It goes together so well, which is so unfortunate for me considering I'm a Pisces, and I'm kind of all over the place, and I'm nothing like my chart ruler. That's like one of those things you have to tap into, unfortunately, over time. You know what I mean? Like with age and with grace, if you're not like balanced out naturally as a child. But anyways, I digress. That's not what we're here for. Today's video is actually an interesting one. We are going to talk about incarnations and an accidental ritual I did. Wasn't accidental. It was kind of accidental. An accidental ritual I did to meet my first incarnation, which just so happened to be a man, which was so disappointing to me. I thought first incarnation as a human would have been a woman. It turned out to be man. So there we go. This happened completely in a way I didn't think would happen. I just want to say, this was a wild experience. This was my experience. I'm not debating with anyone in the comments over my experience, the things I saw and experienced. I'm more than happy to talk more about these things. So if these are the types of videos that you like to hear more of, let me know in the comments. I know that when I talked about Agartha, Inner Earth, that got a lot of static. A lot of you guys really liked that video. I haven't been back since. I haven't asked to go back though, truthfully. So there's that. I guess I could ask. I haven't wanted to, just because I'm already 4'11". I'm already tiny. So the idea of being 4'11" already and then being picked up by a giant who resides in the middle of Earth is just a no for me. It was terrifying, but the only thing that can stop you is fear, and the only thing allowing fear to take over your life is yourself. So maybe it's time I just get the fuck over that, right? Okay, so everyone knows. Shoot. Oh, you know what? No. This is excellent because dun, 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 I'm right next to my handy dandy bookshelf. So everyone knows this deck. Empathic Oracle. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. There is in these decks, there are activation cards. Okay, you know how you get these decks and you're like, well, activation cards, and you don't think too much of it because you just don't. I very specifically did one of these, and I'm gonna show you how in depth. I'm not gonna show you the one I did, but these are initiations. Depending on, these are initiations of the self, though, depending on where you are in your path. Yeah. When you do them, some of these give you exercises like shadow work. Some of them give you rituals to call back in parts of yourselves, activating ascensions, here's one like invoking visions. It's like I summon my eternal self, so they're pretty in-depth incantations. For whatever reason, my guides had me, really just, I usually am not feeling the incantations. I usually just read the card, get the download, get the information, the tea, what I need to know, right? So I'm feeling the incantation. I'm feeling like it's time. Boy, let me tell you, it works. The incantation is to pull back in parts of yourself and to, speak to your cosmic ancestors. So that night when I'm in a dream state, which really isn't a dream state, I like to call it a meditative state, because really there's a difference between dreaming, lucid dreaming, astral projecting, and then being in a deep meditative state. To me, they're not all the same thing. You're having different experiences on different mental levels in different dimensions. So to me, they cannot be classified as the same. Even lucid dreaming, because dreaming, you're just lucid dreaming, there's some form of you that's awake and active and in control. That would put part of your spirit body in another dimension, to be able to have that sort of control, your subconscious. But that's a conversation for another time too, because that's one of the things that Thoth and I have really been going over with these sort of deep dives into the subconscious and these ethereal dimensions and how it works, and interdimensional travel and things of that nature, which has been so beautiful for me. As I'm sure you can see, the research and the work has been paying off. When you do spirituality correctly, meaning the way that it was designed for you and your soul to connect, it shows. It shows. So in this experience, I'm with one of my guides who looks a lot like one of my friends here on Earth. The best way that I can explain this is because when I did the incantation as well to connect with star guides and star family, it would make sense that she, being a shaman here on Earth, would connect with me on that kind of star being level if we have deeper seated connections. I'm not going to fully understand that until I go deeper into my Akashic records and get that information, which I won't get until later on down the line, which I will be doing. So wish me luck on that. I've gone maybe like once or twice into my own Akashic records. Look, I'm not all powerful, all knowing source, okay? And I can't get it right every time. I've been knocked out. Okay? I've like tried to go and like been knocked out because I can't keep the level of concentration needed. I'm just, this is why I'm like half asleep when stuff happens, because that's the only time I can keep that constant flow of, They know that though. They know that. it just works for me. So they're explaining to me that in order for me to do this, I need to be pure energy, right? So I need to shed my physical form. So in this state, I'm in physical form. They give me a pill. It's not drugs or anything. I'm not tripping balls. I'm not high as hell. None of that. It's just a little light pill. I mean, like literally light. It's made out of ethereal energy. It's made out of pure energy light. I take it and I become pure energy light. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared. What if they're mad at me? I don't want to look. And they're like, why would they be mad at you? And I'm thinking to myself, because I lucid dream a lot, and something that I've noticed the farther along my path I get is half of me has these experiences and the other half stays conscious. None of this goes deep into my subconscious and stays there. I am conscious. I don't know how this happens. I'm still trying to reach out to people to see if this happens to them, but this is what is happening now. This has happened several times, actually, to the point where I give readings. I give readings to people on the other side, and I have woken up mid-reading and I have heard myself giving people readings who I part of me is fully conscious and aware when I do this, and I'm talking to myself and I go, should I wake myself up? Should I stop? And then I go, no. let me finish the reading first, and then you can wake us up. It's crazy how active I am in the spirit realm, in the ancestral realm, in the astrals in general. A lot of you may feel like you know me. I'm just going to level with you. Originally, I was told I achieved ancestor status. I was done, I retired, and then I lovingly chose to come back. So if a lot of you know my face or my energy, my essence seems familiar, hi, hello. At one point, I was probably guiding you. I was probably giving you some very harsh advice. I was probably that bitch over your shoulders saying, pull it on back. That offering is not enough for me. Try again. Okay? That was probably me. Hi, hello. Welcome back. Welcome home. Welcome home. Back to the story. Pure light, essence, the pill. I took it. I turned into pure light. I was scared. I walked up to the mirror, but it had worn off because I had only took half a pill. She goes, okay, you only took like half a pill, so it wasn't going to work the way it was supposed to. Come on back and try it again. I stepped back, and I ended up looking at the mirror, and the mirror itself was pure light essence too. So that's, hi Thoth, hi Father. That's what he was talking about. Interdimensional travel through the doorways, but energy and essence being the key. You can't go through without it being pure energy. That's the keys. They're not physical keys. We're the keys, but it's our essence. It's our physical essence. So you can't get through with the vessel. You need it to be the energy, but you need to have guides and be careful because you can get trapped, you can get stuck, your energy can be harvested, you can be, used and utilized. That's why a lot of the times when we are traveling, you will see yourself in the form of the physical. You will not see yourself as the light being, the light body. I have seen myself in light body form only ever twice. And the person who I'm talking about now, the shaman, was there both times. So she has activated me twice on some crazy level. And I will be going back to her to talk to her because I don't know if she knows yet. I haven't quite spilt the tea. We will be talking. I love her so much. She has changed my life. She has changed my life so much because she connected to my higher self before I did. I think that's what it was. But she was like, she gave me the light pill the second time and she says, take your time. I walk up to the mirror and I put my hand on it almost like, like I'm in one of those 90s music videos and I'm just waiting for the rain to fall or something. You know what I mean? Like just, I love how my incense is cleansing my soul. Yeah, looking into the depths of my fucking soul. And here comes this man with long hair looking back at me. And I'm like, well, shit. I was a fucking man. More incarnations as a woman than a man. More comfortable as a woman. But first incarnation here on Earth, aside from like the most vital ones, was as a man, which it makes sense that I'm very combative. It makes sense that I'm very go-getting. It makes sense that I don't want to do this. I don't want to be by the norms. I don't want to blah, 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 blah. If my first incarnation was that of a man and then I didn't have to come back here, but I chose to reincarnate. And so I'm kind of struggling with this. My first incarnation was of a man. My technically last is of a woman, and I'm trying to, I guess, just enjoy the feminine experience, and I don't know how. So it's a lot of really just trying to enjoy that, but it taught me something because that ritual was meant to pull back parts of myself. So part of myself was somewhere else. Part of my essence was somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure where he was, but he was very somewhere, something about the first gods. He was somewhere with someone doing something with the first gods or talking about the first gods or working with someone about the first gods. So I don't know what I pulled him from. Maybe that's why I was concerned about him being upset, because I pulled him out of that. He's more than welcome to go back. I mean, if that's where he wants to be. I mean, he's just part of me, so I'll always come to get you. I think it's a meditative experience I'm going to have to sit with to understand. I'm working on some art segments and some things like that. So these experiences that I continue to have, I channel again and again and again, and I paint them. So they'll be available once I paint them, and they're, you can see them and experience what I experienced. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, you took a pill, so like, what was the pill? And like, be careful, like, taking anything in the astral. Like, it was me and my guide. It was just the two of us looking into this mirror. I trust what I went through. I was not put in harm in any way. I was not put in an experience where I was hurt. Usually, when I'm in an experience where I'm trapped or someone's trying to trap me, energy harvest me, steal from me, my altar shows up. I don't know if this happens to anyone else. This has happened a couple times because I keep swords and knives on my altar. In the astral realm, the whole altar space shows up, so I have an array of weapons to choose from. Okay? We grew up well educated in this household. We sleep with herbs under our pillows. We sleep with protection above us, under us, and on our altars. We have safe spaces, protections, wardings, okay? And even then, we know what to do when we're not in our bodies. So we do what's necessary to protect the vessel when we're not in it, and then you do what's necessary to protect yourself when you're outside the realms of functioning. I think people want to believe that you're protected 24/7, but once you leave your body, you're fair game energetically. You need to have something. Please keep swords, knives, and everything else on your altar, because your ancestors, your guides, your deities, whomever, especially if you work with any sort of deities, or deities, gods, goddesses, whatever, Sekhmet, Kali, whomever who has, weapons, you need to be making sure that their altars stay equipped with weapons. Should something happen to you in the astrals and you need help, you need to make sure you have weaponry. I don't care if it's a butter knife that sits on your altar. You need to have something. Spiritually and energetically, it makes no sense that you would be this far along in your journey and not have some sort of protection on your altar. Bitch, I don't care if it's a selenite sword. We will stab the cleansing into you if we have to. Okay, I mean, I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube. I'm not monetized though, so I don't care. I don't get enough views to be monetized, so I don't have enough subscribers to be monetized. So it's not like, with that being said though, I'm about to show you something. Are you reading it? Are you reading the predictions? Are you reading? I urge you to. I did. Bad boy's crazy. Bad boy is crazy. 2025, Europe remains sparsely inhabited. 2028, humans create a new and innovative power source, most likely controlled nuclear fusion. World hunger is eradicated. Humans step foot on Venus for the first time. 2028, if humans are stepping foot on Venus for the first time, take me with you. Sea levels rise due to climate change in 2033. 2043. The international economy is booming. Europe becomes Islamic. Interesting. Anyways, this goes all the way to 5079. Yeah. This list is wild to me. Though she did predict a bunch of stuff that did happen, I would suggest reading this. All I'm going to say right now is Thoth and I are working on some great stuff ourselves. So I mean, if I'm telling you to read it, just saying. Anyways, that was me meeting my first incarnation, who was a man, but you know, thank goodness I'm a woman this time around, because it's going to be woman that saved the earth. It's going to be the women. Hi, because the men, y'all just... Anyways, the energy's giving anything you can do, I can do better. So, with that being said, that was my crazy story. I'm not debating with anyone in the comments about what I experienced. I'm not talking about it on some crazy, level, whatever. Anyways, again, that was my experience. My name is Aphrodite. This is Aphrodite's house. I'm Aphrodite the Visionary. If you would like a reading, my readings are open. You can email me. My email is in the description box below. That's the only way I'm taking readings right now. Just because I'm all over the place. I'm working on projects, trying to get stuff done. So I'm only taking things through booking through the email right now. There is a 24-hour turnaround time usually, just because I work from home. So the minute I get the email and I notice it, from then on, when you get a response from me, it's usually a 24-hour turnaround time for your reading. I do ancestral work, lineage healing, money readings, prosperity readings, rituals, things of that nature. Anything you need, I work on. So if you like this video, give it a like and a share. If you like me, or you recognize me and you know that you need these lessons, subscribe, because I will be here teaching. That's just what I will be doing. I will be teaching and educating my babies, my babies, my babies. Or if you're one of Thoth's babies, much like me, brothers and sisters, come home. Let's talk about this. Let's get it together. We can figure it out together. I promise you. We'll figure it out together. Welcome to the age of Aquarius, where the truth is more disturbing than the lies. And we have been charged with, cleaning up the mess. Anyways, so that's all I've got for you. And I'm just trying to be my most authentic self. Am I weird? Probably. Do I give an absolute fuck? No. But I will see you in the next one. And let me know if you like these types of videos so that I can keep making them or not. I don't know. You guys never tell me what you like. You watch them and you go. So, all right. Bye.